Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second time I fucked up. The Stella and Krebs podcast. Let's fucking go.
That's right, I'm first.
I'm Krebs,
I'm Stella.
and make sure to stay hydrated, grab a snack. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, this is
Sit
episode
back and
4.
relax.
Yes. Hopefully you're enjoying this like in your car. Maybe you're just vibing. Maybe eating like a bag of Takis or Takies or whatever the fuck people call them nowadays.
Ew.
What?
I might get some hate for this, but Takis are gross.
I never had them, but they look good.
I don't like them. All like the hot Cheeto girls at my school would always eat them in the mornings and be loud. I
Mm.
always wanted to punch them in the throat. I didn't like them.
Actually, that's sort of funny because, like, I never had hot Cheetos before until I went to Michigan, and,
Oh,
like, I don't know if we had them in Canada at the time. Like, this was around, like, 2016, and I remember, like, when my ex, like, gave me a bag, she's like, "Oh, how do you feel about, like, Cheetos?" I'm like, "I don't like Pops, but I like Crunchies, personally."
mhm.
And she's like, "Oh, well, how do you feel about spice?" I'm like, I'm okay." She gives me, like, a spicy one. Like, she gave me, like, the little, like, snack bags. No
Yeah.
joke, I ate 13 of them in a day.
What?
I ate 13 of them in a day.
How? Not gonna ask.
They were fucking good, like
You're like Dustin with spicy popcorn.
not wrong, not wrong. But
He
anyways,
like drinks that, but eats it at the same time.
true, true. But anyways, before we actually start getting into, our topics, um, any interesting stories from the last week? Anything at all?
I have one.
Okay.
It was when I was at work. So, uh, 3 out of the 5 days I work, my friend John is with me.
Mm.
I just realized I probably shouldn't have name dropped him. Oh well,
Don't give me that last name, you're fine.
yeah. I don't even know his last name. So we we uh we were in Garden Center at my work, and we were like like finishing up what we were doing, and this guy comes in and he's asking for something, and me and him, we don't understand him at all. Like we cannot understand anything. This man said that he apparently knows like Japanese, Spanish, and a whole bunch of other language, but not English. And I'm guessing it's because the way he looked. My friend said this. He, as we were walking away, he's like, I felt like that man was about to pull out an AK or something like that. He mentioned AK. I don't remember the full thing, but he
Like, "Yo,
mentioned
we're
that
playing CS:GO Office, let's fucking go."
CS:GO office. Yeah. But
But
yeah,
but also
we
that's kind of funny though, like here, did he look like Mexican at all, or, like, was he white or what?
he looked he looked white.
Okay.
I don't know if he was,
Well
but
well,
he
no
sounded
well, that's what throws me
he's
off because like, if he's white and if he is, like, American, right? Like, wouldn't he
mhm.
know English, you know? But, of course,
I
you
mean,
wouldn't know if he was
if
American
he
or not.
yeah, well, I don't know.
Mm.
Yeah,
So,
that's
TLDR, you nearly played CS:GO Office.
yeah, I think so.
I mean, sounds interesting. We don't have to deal with that in Canada. Well, not that much, but
Yeah, because isn't it like very difficult for y'all to get guns?
uh, to a certain degree, yes. Like usually when I look at like the laws to like get guns in America, like to me it just
Mhm.
baffles me. But also then again, America just baffles me in general with how you
Oh
guys
yeah.
like operate.
Mhm.
Like compared to at least like Canada, because like in Canada you have to go through like quite a bit to even get like a hunting license, like because there's a separate between like getting a gun license and a hunting license. Like
Mhm.
you actually have to, you have to get like a psych check and like
Yeah.
a bunch of other stuff. And of course, like if you have like any type of charge that involves with a weapon, like even not even a gun, but just like a weapon, you will have
Mhm.
an extremely hard time to get it because that stuff like stays on your record forever,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And like with that, that's why to a certain degree I kind of feel like safer. Like, yeah, there are like crazy people. Like people have been shot by guns in Canada. Like that is so true. Like especially
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in like the major cities, at least in Canada.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Well, it's not like I wouldn't say it's impossible to get a gun if you wanted to.
yeah, I mean
Illegal, legal, illegal.
I mean, yeah, there is imports. Yeah, we do get imports. Like I remember watching like a documentary video like last week and showing like all like the import weapons that people would get, except they're not as crazy as like weapons that you guys can literally just buy off the rack. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's pretty
here for
worrying.
like for imports, like we have like a lot of like crazy like pistols and shotguns, some
Yeah.
assault rifles, but like those are like
Mhm.
very far in between. But like it still
Mhm.
baffles me that like you can buy a military grade M4 assault rifle just just because you
If you
wanted
wanted
to.
to, just because, yeah.
That's what always like blew my mind. Like, of course,
And
I'm not gonna go like too much into it, but like I think that's just like the most dumbest thing that you can do. And plus, not
mhm.
even including like imports as well for like gangs and
Mhm.
stuff. Like that stuff
Yeah.
just baffles me.
Um there's also another thing. I don't know if I'm remembering this right. If I'm not, then sorry, but from what I'm hearing, they're trying to if I remember correctly, in the US or in certain states, they're trying to get rid of CCW so you can just carry a weapon whenever.
Mm,
If I'm remembering that correctly, I saw it a long time ago.
mm,
Like like this month. I don't
mm.
because if that's true, then uh,
To be honest, I wouldn't feel safe
yeah,
if I'm gonna be honest.
I mean that's why I want to go where snowmen live, where you are,
Yeah,
because it's a lot
because
more difficult to get guns.
well, it's just like now, like thinking about it. Yeah, I don't think you can open carry, at least like in Canada. Not that I know of, anyways. I'm not a gun person, and I sworn to myself I would never shoot a gun in my entire life because to me they're
Oh. Huh? Sorry.
you're fine, but because like to me like they're scary. Like it's not that like I don't trust myself to like kill someone, but like
Mhm.
guns are scary to me. Like, that's
Yeah.
why I can't trust myself to, like, fire a weapon. Like, even if it's, like, a dinky ass, like, pistol, I told myself I would never ever do it. Like, one of my friends did offer me to go to, like, a gun range, like,
Mhm.
for, like, hunting practice, and I said, "Yeah, no, I can't do that." Same with, like, going out
Mm.
hunting, I'm like, nah. 'Cause,
Mhm.
like, there's just a lot of people who are, like, careless and think
Oh
that they
yeah.
know what they're doing, so a lot of their
Oh
safety
yeah.
goes away. And like I've already heard, well, it's the same thing with like car accidents, right? Like people think, oh, I've been driving for like 10 years, like I don't have to be as like vigilant or anything like that. It's like second nature.
Mhm.
But then we still like
Yeah.
get like car wrecks, right? And that's the same thing
Mhm.
with like hunting around here too. Like, there's stories of like people like, oh, not even thinking of like putting the safety on their gun. Next thing you know, they shot themselves in the leg or the foot
Yeah.
or shooting someone else accidentally. Like
Mhm.
that shit is just like it's scary to me. Like you can call me a pussy, but like that is something that can kill you.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
literally a metal projectile, like going like I don't know how fast bullets go.
Speed of light.
Yeah, and like that shit can kill you in an instant.
Yeah,
So
even pellets, like,
mm,
pellet guns from a certain distance or how close you are, they can kill you, they can penetrate.
yeah, that is true. I mean,
That's
I used to play like airsoft, and like some people would have like 500, 600 FPS like sniper rifles, and that is stuff like it puts dents in your skin, and sometimes they
Mhm.
pierce or they get stuck
Yeah,
in your skin.
that's why there's a banned, airsoft gun that I don't remember. It starts with an A, I don't remember, but it shoots so fast that I think it draws blood.
Yeah, I mean that's why a lot of people like in the airsoft community, because like I was in the airsoft community for a very like short time, but
Mm,
like polar stars, which are So, okay, so for people,
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah,
It
Polar
didn't start
Stars.
with an A.
Yeah.
Polar stars.
So the thing is, the different like type of guns that you can get are like electric, which is like your baby first airsoft gun for like events.
Mhm.
And you
Yeah.
got gas power, and then
Mhm.
you actually have like air power. Now the thing is, air power, how I think of it, is so crazy to think about because air power are built for like paintball guns, but they people have
Mhm.
made mods to use like air tanks for BBs, and like you can literally go through an entire clip fully automatic because people crank up, the RPM on their gun.
Mhm.
Like some people
Mhm.
even like break like the little tab off to just fire
Yeah.
but you have more chances of breaking your gun if you do that. But of course, some kids just don't care. But like, I remember seeing like 12, 13 year olds have like Power Stars, and like I competed in three different fields. So we did have an outdoor field, and then we had a
Mhm.
CQB, and then we had like an urban outfield with like buildings. Now the rule was, of course, everyone knows the meme, no full auto in buildings, which is true.
Yeah.
Um, so, I remember, like, seeing, like, these, Polar Star kids, and, like, they were, like, teenagers too, and, like, they were just using, like, dinky ass, like, electric, like, M4s, like, rentals. And I was just like,
Mhm.
"Okay, whatever." And then once we go to, like, the next field, like, they start, like, pulling out, like, their Polar Stars, and I was just like, because you could tell it's a Polar Star because there's a tube coming out of the back, like, and,
Yeah.
like, coming into, like, their back or, like,
Mhm.
their side or whatever, right?
Mhm.
So, like these kids, like like just for covering fire, like you can't hear anything like in a steel like crate because what these kids will do is they'll shoot inside the crate, and because of the rounds, you can't hear shit. Like I get it,
Yeah.
like hearing like small little tinks isn't that bad, but when you got like almost like what like 50 rounds a second coming into a metal crate with like no soundproofing, you can't hear jack shit. All you hear is
Yeah.
just like pain. Like I remember walking out of that building, my ears were like rain. I could not hear anything.
Yeah. There's
Um, but that's
oh,
why people
sorry, go ahead.
call 'em that's why people call 'em, like, Power Star kids, and a lot of people don't like
Mhm.
them. A lot of the
Mhm.
times, you'll see, like, Power Star kids go to, like, CQB events because like, I watch videos, like, in America about airsoft, and a lot of them just like to just like, Hail Mary
Yeah.
like shots, and I'm just like, holy fucking hell, dude. Like if I used the Power Star before, but I had it on semi. Cause the guy told me he's
Mhm.
like, yeah, I cranked the RPM, and I'm like, okay, I'll keep it on semi. And like I do have a fast trigger finger, so like it wasn't that bad to begin with.
Mhm.
But like I don't know, it like definitely like in airsoft, I think just Power Stars or any like air like blowback type of like things like guns. I don't know. I just don't like them personally. It's
Yeah.
too overkill.
Yeah. There's a there's a video I saw a long time ago. This guy had a trigger that he put on his airsoft gun. He doesn't have to pull it. He just has to tap it with his finger and it fires. And he tested it while like you know how people like shoot really fast in semi-auto? They like
Yeah,
do this and like tap it.
yeah.
He was doing that in semi-auto. It sounded like a polar star.
Mm.
It sounded like a polar star shooting.
Well,
Like that's insane that that can actually be like a mod you can put on your trigger by you just tapping it and it fires.
like I realize like a lot of people they can shoot semi-auto and make it like full auto.
Mhm.
Like most of the time when you're a paintball player, because like I did play paintball a little bit as well, and a lot of people like said like, "Oh, I have like a really good like trigger finger, and I should practice it more." Because
Mhm.
like, well, even though like feathering, a lot of people don't like when you feather the trigger. I do it anyways because fuck you.
Yeah.
But I only do it I like actual competitive like not like competitive events, but like competitive fields. So like ones that are like blow ups with like you got Can, you got Dorito, you got Snake, like those type of ones. Not the ones where it's just like, hey, let's just throw a bunch of crap in a field and let people shoot each other with paint. You know,
Yeah.
like I had to go to like actual like proper fields. Um,
Yeah.
and I realized like a lot of like people who can just have a fast trigger finger in airsoft, they dabbled in paintball. Like
Mhm.
like most of the time. Because like for me, I first went to airsoft, then I went to paintball a little bit, but then
Mhm.
of course with how much you got to pay for equipment, all that,
Yeah.
I kind of just stopped in general. So
Yeah.
like I just sold all my crap basically. But
Yeah. So I really wanna get into airsoft.
well, I mean, you could probably
I
find a
really
field.
do. Yeah, probably, hopefully. Um, yeah, there's also on the topic of airsoft, there's a grenade, I think it's a BB launcher, well, technically a grenade launcher,
Mm,
that it shoots, like, I don't even know how many rounds, like, I think over 100 rounds in a second, and somebody test fired it on their friend.
mm,
This guy's back was just holes, like, dots
yeah.
from the BBs, and it oh,
I
it
mean,
sounded
some
brutal.
like some fields that don't even like allow grenades because of like
Yeah.
well, especially like in like certain like buildings because like a lot of people just use fake grenades, aka if you're in like a certain distance,
Mhm.
then you're dead. We never had
Yeah.
that issue at our field because I don't think yeah, no one ever used grenades. Like no one ever used like I forget what it's called. Something B grenade. Like a lot of people did not like them because like they were
Mhm.
like BB filled. So a lot of times people just said like screw it, just use like fake grenades and like you have
Mhm.
to measure yourself towards a distance. So that's about it. So
Yeah.
so yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah. Ugh.
But anywho, how about we go ahead and we get into our first topic. Let's see here. You know what? I feel like let's put a spin on it. So the topic question was, what is our biggest like pet peeve? I personally say, how about we do like two, like maybe, yeah, we'll do like two separate versions. So one for IRL and one for like VR, like VR
Oh, I
chat.
got one for both.
All
I got one for both, and I experienced it yesterday.
right, all right. Well,
Alright, I'll start with the VR one.
okay.
Yesterday, I was playing music. I was near no one. I don't go in, like, a random crowd and just start playing music. I don't do that. I go exclusively where no one is, and I play music.
Mm,
This person, I'm playing, like, instrumental music, and this guy comes up behind me and just starts blast as he's coming up, I hear, like, just deathcore. I'm like, are you serious?" And as he's, like, right next to me, I'm still playing my music, and he's, like, blasting deathcore right next to me, and I just stare at him like, "Like, really? Like, why?"
mm,
And I've witnessed it so many times, like, I'm just sitting there, and someone's playing music, and they have been playing music for, like, a very long time, and a person that's, like, not that far from them is, "Okay, I'm gonna play my own music," and just complete, like, mess everything up, and it just gets so annoying.
mm. I mean, also like a counter argument. Like if you don't like someone's music, just mute.
Yeah. Like, there
I never understood that. Like that's what I do. Like if I go into like like a world and like maybe there's like mirror drawers and they're listening to music and it's not my
Mhm,
type of vibe, then
mhm.
okay, well either I'll lower you or I'll mute you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I do. So
Yeah, and, you're not playing the music for them. This is what I always say. When people come up to me and say, "Oh, your music is horrible," I'm saying, "Okay, I'm not playing it for you, am I?
mm,
No, I'm playing it for myself because I like this music."
mm,
And I've always said that. And I either get insulted or they run away.
mm. I mean, like usually for me, like I like I'm not a big fan of just like music in general. The only I guess like exceptions are like remix of like video game songs. I like
Mhm,
listening to that in VR chat if someone has it, or like if someone's playing
mhm,
like an instrument. Um, or like any like song that makes me feel old. Like someone decided to put on what was it? Just for the shits and gigs, I guess they decided to put on party animals. I forget who's that by, but I will
Martin
admit
Garrix.
I don't know,
That's the only one I can think of.
like the one it's like, party animals, and then it's like a knocking sound, like I forget how it goes.
Martin
It's
Garrix.
okay. Well, yeah, because
It probably is. If it's
yeah,
not, I'm sorry.
because like I never
It
listen to
sounds like it.
music, but
'Cause the
like
knocking sound sounds familiar. It sounds like Martin Garrix's,
yeah.
Party Animal song.
So, like of course, like, I'm not gonna get, like, super into it, but, like, yeah, I can, like, head bop to it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
enjoy myself. But, like, it's just, like, like I said, I never grew up with music, personally. The only, like, I guess you could say, like, music I grew up with was, like, video game music, because like, I was
Yeah,
really into gaming when I was a kid,
yeah.
and that's about it. So, like, a lot of people ask me, like, "Oh, yeah, like, what did you, like, used to listen to?" Like for me, I just simply said like, "Oh, I don't really listen to music," and I try my best not to say like, "Oh, I listen to like drum step, sometimes like nightcore from time to time," because I always get made fun of because it's just
Ew.
like, "Oh, that's not music, right?" I'm like, "Okay,
Certain Nightcore songs are good.
okay,
Certain ones.
mm,
Some of them are bangers though, and I will absolutely jam out to them.
mm.
Like Welcome to the Club, I will bop to that.
Yeah," and I agree. I'm exactly the same way.
Yeah. Okay, for IRL pet
Mm,
peeve is when people speak, like, when they're talking on the phone on speakerphone. I hate when people talk on speaker in public.
mm,
Because one, no one wants to hear your conversation, and two, I have no idea why you're on speakerphone
mm,
in public. Because what if they say like really like some information, like something that they don't want a lot of people to know? You're on
right,
speakerphone, a whole bunch of people heard it.
mm,
Like earbuds, so you don't have to hold your phone. Earbuds,
yeah,
iPhone earbuds.
just Bluetooth,
Yeah, like Bluetooth headphones, like something other than speakerphone.
right.
Like Jesus, bro. Like I hate. There's so many people like that in Walmart.
To be honest, I never actually experienced that in, like, public. Like, yeah, I put people, like, on speakerphone, like, if I'm doing something else, but, like, I never actually
Yeah,
ever seen it happen in public.
yeah.
So, but I mean, fair,
It
fair.
just annoys me.
Mm.
But yeah, that's my biggest pet peeves.
Now, I guess, like, for me, let's see, VR, because there's, like, a few things that, like, annoy me, but I wouldn't say it's, like, a pet peeve. Like, something that doesn't, like, just bug me, like, to no end.
Hmm.
Um, honestly, for, like, VR, I mean, like, I complain about it a lot already through these episodes, but mirror dwellers. Like, I'm not gonna explain why, but like real talk, or just um, hmm, I don't know if it's something
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something I should say because it could be construed into something else.
Uh, I mean, mirror dwellers are, yeah, they could be annoying and ugh, but
For me, for me with mirror dwelling, it's just like here, like for me, it's just like you're just not approachable to me.
yeah,
And,
yeah.
like I mentioned this to one of my friends, Astrid, because like, we finally had a conversation. Actually, I do have a funny story about that. So, for context, Astrid is part of the VR sign community, like, with me, and, like, we met up a couple of times, but, like, we were never friends. Like, we never, like we would have, like, "Hi, how are you? Good, good," type of conversation. That's it. And, like, we only
Hmm.
had, like, twice. I've been in the sign community for, like, a year, right? And then we actually finally decided to talk like 2 nights ago. Like, "Honestly, I thought you hated me." And they're like, "No, you don't give me a reason to hate you at all." She's like, "Oh, I just thought because, I'm in a a group, a certain type of group." And they're like, "Oh, well, I don't hate the group. I just hate certain people." And I'm just like, "Oh, yeah, I just thought because, like, I'm a part of it." Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're like, "I didn't even know you were even, like, a part of it." I'm like, I I try my best to be, like, very transparent. Well, not transparent,
Mhm.
but, like, closed off. I did stuff
Mhm.
for them. That's all I'm gonna say. I did stuff for them.
Uh-oh.
No, like, good stuff. I'm trying to not
Mm.
out the group,
Mhm.
you know?
Mhm.
So,
Sure,
um
buddy.
shut the fuck up. But, yeah, it was actually, like, it was kinda funny, though, and then, like, we actually, like, started talking, like, actually having, like, a good time. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
yeah, like, I didn't know you were, like, in that group." I'm like, "Yeah, I am," and they're like, "Yeah, no, I just don't like certain people." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." I mean, we kinda don't like them as well, to a certain degree. But anyways, back to the tassing hands.
Yeah. Oh.
So, like, to me, just mirror drawing, like, just not being, like, approachable. And to me, it's just, like, it's it's annoying to me where, like, if I just go to, like, a room or whatever, and it's just everyone just being, like, a mirror drawer, like, cause I joined public worlds to, like, hang out and try to, like, meet new people and, like, have a good time. And,
Mhm.
like I said, mirror drawers, they work in a whole different set of gears than I do,
Yeah.
and, like, you just don't seem approachable to me. And I know why some people do it, like, some people like the background noise and, like, seeing themselves or, the psychology behind it. I already fucking talked about that. I'm not going down that road for 20 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
But it's just overall to me, it's just, like, it's not you're not approachable. But, I mentioned this before with a few of my sign friends where, like, their safe haven is the sign world, like, the sign, like, learning world.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And when everyone is just at the mirror, I feel like you're more not approachable. I don't know why I feel that way. Like I can't give a reason. It's just something in my head says
Mm.
these people are more not approachable than, like, some group in a black hat. I don't know why. And, like, to me, it's just like it just, like, bugs me because, like, I don't know, it's just like I guess, like, in my opinion, I just think, like, you're going there to learn or you're going there to have a conversation with different signers,
Mhm.
but you're standing in front of a mirror, you know?
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
here, I don't know why I feel like they're more approachable, like I said, but I just don't have a reason for it. Like, nothing
Yeah.
comes to mind when I think about it. It's just something's telling me they're more not approachable. I don't know why, but, I mean,
Mm.
whatever. Let's see, IRL. Ooh, boy, where do I start?
Oh, no.
I gotta think about this.
Go off.
Okay, wait, I gotta think of one that's, like, something I really don't like. What's something I really don't like?
Canadians.
I really don't like Canadians. Um, okay, this one might just sound very, very petty, but, like, it's not my biggest pet peeve, but when people talk French.
What?
So so, because, like, Quebec just hates Canada and Canada hates Quebec, and,
Yeah,
like, they wanna be, like, their own country and shit, and they want
yeah.
everyone to speak French, and we're just
That's
like
kinda
and we're
kinda
and we're just like, "Nah, bitch." So I think that's the reason, like, whenever I hear French or I read French, it's just like, go fuck yourself," basically. Like, that's honestly just how I feel. I'm just like, fuck you," you know? But that's not, like, my biggest pet peeve. That's just one that just came to mind, I don't know why. It's like a small pet peeve, but not like a super big pet peeve.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
let's see here. Uh, actually, you know what? Just people like, how people drive not in cities, but how people drive in towns. Like, specifically, like, smaller towns, people are just more dumb, it seems
Oh,
like.
yeah, definitely, especially here.
Yeah, because like, I live in, like, a very like, not like a super small town like my old town, but, like, I live in, like, a town. But comparing my
Mhm.
smaller town to this town, it feels like a fucking city, if I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. But it's still small compared to, like, Toronto or, like, Ottawa or, like, places like that. But it's just
Yeah.
like it's I feel like people who are just in this town just drive. I'm guessing because it's more free open road, but people are just more stupid. Like, I feel like when you pull into this town, maybe it's because, well, I'm not gonna say what kind of mill it is because people can easily triangulate but it's a mill, and, like, it stinks when you come into town. I feel like once you breathe that shit in, you just lose brain cells and your driving just sucks. Like, I'll be 100% honest. Like, no joke, the first week that I moved here, all I was doing was just crossing the street. That's it. I was just crossing the street. I just wanted to go to this gas station and get some, I just want to get some Lay's chips. That's all I fucking wanted. I just want some Lay's. So I'm crossing the street, and the guy's logic, and the worst part was I was at a crosswalk, but the problem is the only time we ever have crossing guards is when during the mornings for school for like kids, during lunch hour for kids, and then when you're getting like at the end of the school day. There's
Mhm.
no other cross guards after that. So like I was leaving at like 6 and I was crossing
Mhm.
and I was using the crosswalk. And the guy's logic is like, here, I need to ask you this. If you see a guy who's maybe like, I don't know, 20 car lengths away, give or take, and you see a guy
Mhm.
crossing the street, what is the first thing that you're thinking of doing?
Accelerate. I'm kidding. Hold slow down.
Yeah, that's what this guy fucking did not do. People go faster. And I never understood that. Like, it's almost like you're trying to beat like a yellow light. Cause you know those like fuckers who try to beat the yellow, you know?
Yeah, and then they fail, and then they
Yeah.
get pulled over.
Yeah. And no, that's what this is what this fucker did. And I saw him like going faster. And like I was just about to like cross the street, right? And like, cause you know how like when you're taking like a step, like you lift up your foot and then like go
Mhm.
down. So
Mhm.
when I was like
Yeah, I know
stepping,
how walking works.
yeah, I hope you do. But like when I was putting up my foot to like continue, the guy clipped my foot,
Oh.
and like I did like a small like little like pirouette. I lost my shoe, and the guy like it sounded like a pretty like hard hit. Like I broke his front light, like not the actual like front light, but like the blinkers,
You almost died.
yeah, and like
You almost got goobered.
and like I broke that, and like I was in pain. I did go to the doctors. There was nothing wrong, luckily, thank God. Um, and the guy didn't like pull over or anything like that. His logic, he was going fast, right? Like a little bit faster, but
Mhm.
then like he
Mhm.
slowed down when he got to me. But then
Yeah, like
hit
2 miles an hour?
and then his logic was, "Hey, let me run like the stop sign. Let me turn towards the left and just gun it." Doesn't fucking check on me, nothing like that, and I'm just like, "What the fuck?" Like
You almost got, like, murked.
holy fucking shit, dude. Like that's why I just don't like walking this town. Like whenever I'm like, "Oh, I have to cross like the highway or something like that." Like when it's a small road, who gives a fuck? There's not that much traffic.
Run.
Eh, I mean, to a certain degree, yeah. Like even just going to like the post office like a couple of days ago. Like now, I don't go at the crosswalk. What I do now is I actually walk down the highway, take the stoplight, like the stoplights, and then cross. That's what I do now.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
but like even at the stoplights, no fucking joke. Okay, so when like I don't know if it's the same thing in America, but like when you like, do you guys have flashing green lights for like your stoplights?
Wait, what do you mean?
So like you know how like you have like red, yellow, and green, like those lights?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does sometimes the green light flash?
No.
Okay, well that's kind of weird. Um, so in Canada, like I asked my dad about this because like I don't know anything about like street rules or anything like that because I don't have my license. But I asked him, I was just like, "Yeah, what happens when it's green?" And my dad told me that's a signal that you can turn left, like you're allowed to turn left. I was like, "Okay, cool, bug." But some people still do it on a solid, so like I don't understand the fucking rule. And when it's a solid green, you're allowed to turn right. All right. Now this is
That
where
sounds that sounds stupid.
and or you can go like straight. So keep in mind, in Canada, we drive on the right side of the road. So like, driving right, whatever. Like
Yeah, the normal way.
you're not getting in front of anyone unless for the people on the left side. And when you're going left, you're you got two separate lanes, yada yada yada. But anyways, so um I went to the post office 2 days ago, and like I said, I take the stoplights. walk to the post office, pick up my package, sign for it. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Because I usually try to go early in the mornings. If I need to pick up a package, I go hell early in the morning because it's like right before people start going. Well, it's a little bit right after when people go to work, but it's like right before lunchtime for certain people. So I start walking, and like green guy, he's like, yeah, start walking. I'm like, okay, cool, pog. Dumbass fucking bitch was just about to fucking pull in and almost hit me. She wasn't even paying attention. That's the worst part. She was looking left, pulling in towards the right. I don't know fucking want to know fucking why. But like I see her, and you know what's even funny? She had the audacity to honk the horn at me.
You should have stayed in front of her
No, I what
and
I
not
s-
moved.
like what I decided to do was I pointed at the green like crossing person, and she looks at it, and then she looks back at me, and like the guilt face comes in. And like I will admit, I was kind of pissed off, so I decided to do like that, and I just started fucking
Mhm.
walking again.
Mhm.
And like I thought, oh, maybe she might be nice, maybe pull over, like apologize, because like she could still see me like on the highway, and she was going that direction, right? And I thought like, oh,
Mhm.
maybe she might like apologize. Nah, she got like all huffy and puffy, just fucking stepped on the gas and started like continuing driving. I'm like, bitch, why you honked at me when I was allowed to fucking walk, and you're getting huffy and puffy just because I decided to be like, bitch, pay attention, and me going like this. Like I will admit, I was mad. Like if she didn't like actually like
Of
look in
course.
my general direction, like she could have fucking hit me. Like no,
Yeah.
you're a dumb bitch. Fuck you. Pay fucking attention. And that's what I mean. It's
Yeah.
just like I said, people in just in small towns because like the roads are more open, and they're not like congested like city traffic, like in Toronto or whatever. Well, I mean, people even in the city, they don't pay attention because 'cause they're like, "Oh, yeah, I deal with this, like, every single day, blah, blah, blah." But, like, I feel like in towns, it's just 10 times worse because you just have so much open road, and people just don't pay attention, and they feel like
Yeah.
like, it almost sort of reminds me of, what was it? That stupid, fucking Family Guy, like, Cutaway, where it was the Asian lady saying, like, "Oh, good luck, everybody." Like, she's gonna turn and not use her blinker, and she's like, "Good luck, everybody." Like, people like, that sort of just reminds me of, like, entitlement, like, you're entitled to the road. And that's
Yeah.
what it sort of like just reminds me of, and it's just so stupid.
Yeah.
But not gonna lie, I'm kind of mad. I think it was just because like I was pissed off, but fuck, I should have got that girl's license plate and just fucking report her, fucking dumbass. Because literally the police
Yeah.
station is literally half a block away from that fucking like that stoplight intersection thing.
Mhm.
So I fucking should have. Like I was thinking of
Mhm.
like when I got home and like I put down my package and like I was just like, fuck, I should have got her fucking plate. I should have.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't think about that. But yeah, like I said, went a little bit off on that, but yeah, that's
Yeah, we strayed way off, but, it's a podcast and you keep complaining about it.
yeah. But what's funny? We're already like 38 minutes
Yeah,
into.
we're 38, we're almost 40 minutes in, we're still on the first topic.
I mean, we did cover a few topics before that too, so it's just like whatever.
Yeah. Well, since we're already this far in and it's gonna be a while, you wanna do our the long one?
Yeah, what? Screw it. We'll
Yeah, we'll save the other ones for the other ones.
yeah, fuck it. Okay.
Okay.
So a lot of people. Wait, hold on. Let me get the
Yep.
focus on the camera.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
S- We're gonna be covering dating in VR. Now, the thing is, I don't think it's all negative. Like I will say there is positives to it. Okay.
There's a good bit of positives. There's a good
Yeah.
bit of
Like
positives.
like, like, I know it probably sounds like with me how I was saying it, like, "Oh, you guys are dating VR? Ha, fucking lose it." Like, no, 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 no. Because honestly, I would be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a dating VR, but I'll explain it once it's my turn to speak, but do you wanna go over it first or
Yeah.
okay.
So, okay, so dating in VR, there is a lot of I've seen a lot of like what's the right word for it? Like hate, not really hatred, but like a lot of dislike in dating in VR. I don't get it. It's basically online dating, and I
Mm,
don't see any really thing wrong with that.
mm,
Dating in VR, you are the closest you can get with the person you are with without actually being actually with them.
Mm,
That is one of the good positives about it. That you're actually close, but not there with the person you are with.
right.
That's one of the best things about it. And I don't get why there is so much hatred towards dating in VR. Like a lot of people like make fun of this person because they're dating in VR. I don't get it
I mean
because it's just
I mean,
online dating, and
I could sort of
go ahead.
understand why, but, like I said, I'll probably, like, cover it when I start speaking about it, but
Hmm.
continue.
Well, like I there is like a few percentage doubt in my mind that that person that said that online dated before, that they have online data before.
Mm,
And honestly, I think online you have a better chance of like getting with someone online than you do IRL.
mm,
Especially if the person's is like very like you meet a lot of especially online, you meet like what's the word? It's I'm not gonna say that word. It's the LGB person thing.
mm,
Pan. That. You'll
yeah,
meet a lot of pan people, and pan people, they don't care. They'll
right,
date anyone. So there's already a little thing that you can you know go for if you want that.
mm,
Like just online dating and just dating in VR, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's actually a very good thing that people do it.
mm,
Um, I've done it, and I have good and bad experiences from it, and a lot of them are good. But I just don't get why people dislike it so much, because
mm,
it's just another version of online dating.
mm,
Because this is the closest way you can be with the person you are dating without actually being in the same room with them.
mm. Well, the thing is, I also do have, like, the same POV as you, definitely,
Hmm.
but
Hmm.
how I sort of think of it is like a middle ground. Like dating in VR, it's definitely a middle ground. Now,
Yeah.
before I start like speaking, I'll let everyone know that like currently right now I'm fully aromantic, asexual. Um, but it's definitely like a middle ground between online dating and IRL dating because, well, like how Stella said before, it's the closest that you can get to someone without them actually being there.
Hmm.
And there are many different like products and uses that you can use to make it feel more real. Like, we got haptic suits. If we're talking more in like the ERP category, like there's Bluetooth toys and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is though, like I can't say that it's bad because I do think to a certain degree it's good, but also
Hmm.
I kind of get worried about it to a certain degree. Mostly because of like the anonymous side of online dating is
Yeah.
scary, but
Yeah.
also the mental and psychological factors that can impact you in VR, especially in a VR social game,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I covered before. I feel like I want to dedicate one episode with me talking about it just in general,
Hmm.
like not like even with like Stella, but like I just cover everything on what I
Yeah.
think of it because I would go on for like 2 hours, no joke. But
Yeah. And also, people lie about their age a lot. I had a person lie about their age to me,
mm, but,
and they said they were 18, but they were 16.
uh, like that is just like definitely just like, but that's also the fear of like online dating too. I think,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
also to sort of like think about it, why people hate it, because like I'm the type of person that if someone hates someone or something, like some people are just like, okay, this person just hates it, but I try to think about it, like what's the reasoning behind it. Like I go into like a deep, let me get into your brain sort of like way, and of course Stella can like contest that. That's how I am about everything. I think of both
Yeah.
sides. I'm always like
Yeah.
that. So I personally think there's two options. I think it's just because like a lot of like VR chat couples, they're very like ooey gooey like all the time in like, like PDA basically.
Well, I don't really think all of them are like that.
No, 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 not
Most of them are.
yeah, most of them
Like,
are like especially like younger ones.
yeah, they're
There
like all
definitely are.
like touchy on each other, like making like not really faces, but like saying weird.
Like
weird.
ooey gooey shit. And I think
Yeah.
that's just the reason because like even like IRL or even just like in a voice call, I'm exactly the same way. Like I personally think that stuff is like cringy, you
Hmm.
know? Um and that's just like my case. I'm just like, oh brother, you know? But,
Yeah.
like, I personally that's just how I feel. But, of course, like, I would be hypocritical if I said, like, "Oh, VR chat dating is, like, bad," or, like, "Online dating is bad in general."
Yeah.
Um, but, the reason why I would be hypocritical is because, like, well, my longest relationship was 2 years, and that was online, but we did see each other, like, IRL. Like
Yeah.
to a certain degree, um I think also the reason why people just hate it is because like, "Oh, you're never ever going to meet" type of thing,
Yeah.
and like that and
Yeah.
that's just, like, weird or cringy or whatever. Um,
Hmm.
so with that, should I talk in my other microphone?
Uh, I don't know why are you on green?
My bad, I forgot to change. Yo, Cammy, we're recording a podcast.
Way to name drop. Yeah, get off green.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. That was my fault.
I heard the ding. I'm like, who joined?
Yeah, that was my fault, that was my fault. But anyways, so with that, like like I said, longest relationship was online, yada yada yada. But I think once again, people just don't like it is because they don't think, you know,
They don't get it.
well, and also like you're not going to like see that person ever, you know,
Well, even if you're not gonna be able to, it's still,
like it's still a
nice
relationship, but
to.
also
Yeah.
I know it might sound like fucking weird, but I think the reason why I appreciate it more is because I got to experience it. Because a lot of people online date, but like they never ever get to see each other. Like IRL.
Yeah.
But I got that enjoyment like what, 1 year? Yeah, 1 year in a relationship. Well, because like we were teenagers, right? We had no money to fucking work
Mhm.
with. And then once we
Mhm.
actually got the money, then yada yada yada. Well, and it was great. It was an awesome feeling. Like I still remember that feeling even to the like to this day. Um
Yeah.
oh, actually let me grab my camera. Wait, why is my camera flipped? Oh, there we go. I'm
Good job.
stupid. I forgot you could turn your phone. Um
Phone.
Well, camera, phone. I say it's like a phone. It looks like a phone, like a humongous phone.
VR chat phone.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it's just some people just don't think like it's like a real relationship. Like that's why people say like, oh, go outside and like touch grass. But you know,
Yeah.
I mean, like here, I'll give a point of view to me why I didn't date anyone in like close to me, and like I told this to Stella many times as well. Everyone here is just a drug filled whore around here. Like, that is the honest to God truth. And, like, any
Mhm.
girl who had a crush on me, because like, I'm definitely not the best looking guy, but, like, any girl who had a crush on me either just had, like, fucking either they dated to void fill, or they had a drug problem, or they were a whore, or they had, like, daddy issues or some shit. I don't fucking know.
Isn't
But
that a bad word to say?
what?
The W.
Uh, Not for YouTube.
Okay, I
Not for
thought it
YouTube.
was.
No, no, no.
I thought it was.
That's why, like, I'm very specific on,
Mhm.
whatever. But like that was my case. And that could probably be the case for like everyone else. Also just like some people like the somewhat anonymous side to it. Like especially like if you're not like good looking or something like that. Like and also it's kind of like one of those things like you could sort of like test the waters before you like maybe you go like full on into the relationship. Like maybe you online date for a little bit, and then like you guys get to see each other, but like that doesn't
Mhm.
matter because you already had like such a great time for like those 2 weeks that you did date. So it's kind of
Yeah.
like you're dabbling in the water before you take a swim, basically.
Yeah, you're dipping your toes.
Yeah. So yeah, like I'm personally cool with it, but like I said, those are probably the reasons why people don't like it. Like to a certain degree, I kind of don't like it like that as well. Even IRL, like I'm not like just saying like an online game, but just like the PDA, some people just go a little bit too hardcore about it. Like that's why
Yeah.
I like my best friend's relationship. He just acts like his girlfriend's like his best friend, you know, and
Yeah.
like they hug and stuff, but like they don't go like too far than that. And then of
They
course
don't, like, make out in front of you.
yeah, and then once, they have their alone time, then it becomes more, you know? And that's
Yeah.
what that's what I like. Like, that's why I try to follow my relationship like that as well. Like, I would throw in, like, the "I love you," like, every so often, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And because, like, I know that feeling, it's just cringy, it's awkward, you know?
Yeah.
Um, and, a lot of people just don't like that. Of course, I get it when, when you're in love and all that kind of stuff, it just doesn't cross your mind. And sometimes you kinda have to, like, think for other people, you know? Like, I've been in both
Yeah.
situations. I was dating someone, and I got to witness PDA. So,
Mhm.
I see
Yeah,
both sides.
and for, like, the one you said about, what's it called? Your friend's relationship is like your best friend,
Mm.
like, they're like best friend. That's how me and, what's what's his name? I forgot his name. What?
Oh, yeah, I forgot you don't know sign language.
Decay.
Yeah, that's all I was spelling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we were,
Mm.
and it was pretty good.
Yeah, you guys were definitely more like just best friend relationship.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
real talk, best friend relationships are just more fun because they're not like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
lovey
yeah.
dovey. Like I don't know, just like
Yeah.
having someone that you can say that is your partner, but like you can act like best friends. I don't know why. I just enjoy that
Yeah,
personally.
I would much rather that.
Mm. And then of course, like when you're alone, then you could be like a little bit lovey dovey here and there.
Yeah.
Like my best friend's relationship, like that's the relationship that I wanted. You know.
Yeah. That's one I want too.
So yeah, TLDR, at least in my case, it's good up to a point. And for people who just trash on it, like, just, try to think over what I said. And if I called you out, I called you out. But like
Cry.
not cry, but like think about it. Just think about it. And like because sometimes I get it. Some people just like to think one way. It's one way or the highway, you know, well their way and the highway. Sorry, but I mean, to a certain degree, it's kind of good. But I will say though, this sort of ties into the next topic. Well, not like the next topic, but like a subtopic. The the VR chat Dane app.
Oh. Ugh. Sorry, this tastes nasty. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that existed.
Honestly, I forgot as well. Like to a certain degree, like I'll be 100% honest, I did make jokes about it. Um, and now I'm actually seeing like proper like advertisements for it. Well, because worlds are starting to like advertise a lot more because metaverse
Mhm.
crap, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Wi-Fi trackers coming soon.
and like I first saw a advertisement for it in the ghost world, and
I have not been there in a while.
yeah, same. That's why I decided to check, and they have tons of like advertisements, but of course, no life is willing to take those advertisements because it's like it's money, right?
Yeah.
Money to promote your shit. Fuck it, right?
Moni.
Um, and I'll be honest, I don't know how to feel about it because there's a specific reason behind it. Like there are people, like I feel like it should definitely be like 18 plus, but the problem is like majority of the people who play this game, especially with the Quest Apocalypses, like it's
Are
easy.
under 18.
Yeah, and also like there's probably like an age rating on there as well, but also like sort of like promoting like online dating for like minors is kind of weird. So like that's also sort of a bad end to go
Yeah.
on. But
Yeah.
also, people can easily fake their shit.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
people already do that on here all the time.
yeah, no offense, but like fucking Curry. Of course, I'm not going to like age drop him, but like
Furry?
no,
Oh, Fury.
Curry.
Furry? You have a
C
friend named
no,
Furry? Oh,
Curry.
Curry!
Curry.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you were saying Fury about what
no.
happened with Fury.
No. But like with Curry, like I'm not gonna age drop them, but they're a minor. But they sound older and they act older. So, like, even just shit like
Yeah.
that shit is fucking terrifying, you
Yeah,
know?
'cause there's, like, 14-year-old sounding like 27 out here.
Right? It's all that fucking, like, cigarettes that they're smoking or fucking weed. I don't
Or
fucking
it's the
know.
it's the vape they're hitting.
Oh, yeah, the fucking
Yeah,
Juuls, man.
me you pop me.
Yeah. But,
Dipping in you.
I don't know, like, overall, how do I think about it? It is kinda cringe. Not gonna lie, it's kinda cringe. It's weird.
Cringe.
It's weird. Like, to me, it's weird.
Lying about your age is cringe.
Well, no, just the day nap in general.
Oh,
It's
oh.
cringe. It's weird. It's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
It's definitely weird to me. Um,
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
like
I mean,
like
it's
uh,
very unique.
I will say it feels like a metaverse thing. Like you know how like everything is supposed to go into virtual reality. That's how metaverse is trying to push for.
Well, that's what the app pretty much is.
That's what I mean. Like because like day naps are in IRL, right? And now we're
Mhm.
having a day nap in VR chat.
They are, yeah.
It's it's a metaverse thing. But like it's to me,
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah,
It's weird. I don't like it.
yeah. I don't like it I also don't really like it because how easy it is for you to fake your age.
Mm.
Well, that's just VR chat in general.
But honestly, I feel like to a to a certain degree, it's also just not
Uh,
good because like that's just another thing
uh,
that people can get trapped into.
mhm.
Of course I'm not gonna say the word of a person or like a type of people, but like if
Go ahead and say it.
I can't YouTube.
Uh, Spell it out. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can say file, yeah?
Yeah. I mean it's code word, yeah, file.
Yeah, file, yeah.
Cause I feel like especially because of just how many young people are on here, like it's just another way for like files to like trap, you know?
Mhm.
And that's
Mhm.
also just fucking terrifying in general,
I'm
you know?
finna I'm like, I don't care. This person's been how do I say this? Like, they're one of the files,
Mm,
and they've been everyone knows about them. I don't know if you do, but a lot of people know about them. Sappho.
mm,
Sappho. She groomed multiple. I don't know if multiple, but I know she did one kid.
mm,
She groomed, and she's also she does things to her dog.
mm,
Yeah. She hasn't existed. I don't know on the internet lately. I have not heard anything from them or anything about them, but
mm.
yeah, VR chat.
Mm, but yeah, overall, like I said, VRChat Dane, I'm cool with. It's just the app. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's just more I think about it, like definitely probably people will use it because like I said, the psychology side of VR chat, like the reality
Yeah.
over fantasy realm,
Mhm.
people are going to go to it, but
Yeah.
they're going
Yeah.
to date to void fill.
Yeah.
And like I said before, there are bad people who are good with like psychology and shit
Yeah, and
to
can,
uh,
mess with people.
yeah, to convince them like, oh, they're dating them out of love, but really it's for like money, power, sex, that kind of stuff. And
Yeah,
just having a
sad.
dating app, like, I personally feel like a lot of void fillers are going to go to that.
Yeah. I
Like,
wonder how many downloads it has.
actually, that's a good question.
Ew.
Like, I don't know, like, I'm I'm optimistic about it, but, like, I'm still like, honest to God, I think it's still gonna be weird. I feel like I would check it out. Like, I would check it out, see how it is before I can give, like, my full opinion, but I don't think my opinion would change.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not trying to sound closed-minded, like, I'm a very open-minded person, but, like, I don't know, even if I, like, use it or, like, test it, I would think it's weird.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it.
Mm,
Like dating in VR, I'm cool with. Just the main danger is people faking their age.
mm,
And I have uh been a part of that.
mm.
It has happened to me.
Well,
Good thing once. Other than that, it's not happened again.
mm. Well, that's why, like, I know I crack it as a joke, but honestly, it would be, like, for real. If I do decide to, like, start dating again, or if I have the feelings to start dating again, or if I feel like I'm okay to start dating again, I'm asking for 3 forms of identification, like, IRL.
Okay. Yeah. This this bro, this man's said he was in college. Said 18 in college.
Mm,
And then this man, I don't know if he like felt the guilt. I think he did. I think it broke him because man was crying
mm.
when they told me. I'm like, yeah, cool. I am no longer gonna talk to you anymore.
Yeah, fair.
You can cry all you want. You did this to yourself.
Right.
Bye. Just left.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's understandable. Like
Yeah.
cause like, a lot of relationship is just, like, there has to be, like, especially something like that, there has to be some fucking truth there.
Yeah.
There's no way
I
around it.
just and I don't know why they would do that too. Why
Right.
would what is the point of what are you trying to gain when faking your age?
Be one of the adults.
Jailbait?
Well, maybe jailbait, or they just wanna be, like, one of the adults.
Would would they go to would the older person go to jail if the other person lied about their age?
Yes.
How?
It's a
That m
it's
that
a
makes no sense.
it's a very gray area, but people have.
That makes no sense.
Like,
They shouldn't, like, have consequences for something they didn't know or they couldn't like
there's actually a story, I remembered I saw it on, I forget the fucking news, like, it's not actually a news thing, it's like a YouTube news thing, but it
Mhm,
covered a guy who was 19, and,
mhm.
he thought he was dating someone who was, having sex with someone who was 18. They were 16 because they lied about their age. So he got put on a sex offender list.
Wow,
And what's even more sad is that, like, he was gonna be in jail, but he's just under house arrest. He just cannot be on the internet.
brother.
And even the family, like the mother and the girl who did it, said, like, "No, we don't want him on the sex offender list. Like, it's my fault. Don't do this." And they were just like, "Nah, he's gonna be accounted as a sex offender, and like he can't find a job or anything like that." Because even when he tries to explain it, no one wants to hire him.
Wow. 'Cause, like, I get that if you're on that list, it's gonna be hard to explain on, like, the actual reason why you're on it, that it's not your fault, and
Mm,
a lot of people aren't really gonna believe you, and that's the horrible thing about it.
right.
But yeah, I don't think people you should have consequences with that if it's the other person's fault.
Mm. I mean, I do agree, 100%. It's just the problem is it's a very gray area because it could be a he said, she said type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And also if that happens, then if the other person tells the older person that I lied about their age, that they lied about their age, then and if the older person doesn't have any evidence they said that, then that's also a very
Yeah,
bad thing.
that's the problem. It's a very gray area, like, and
Yeah.
that's why people just go with the justice side and they just say
Mhm.
like, yada yada yada. That's why, like, I personally said when I was like 20, and I see like all these like, you know, young people who can pass as an adult, you know,
Mhm.
because like they just dress more like an adult, like definitely just more adult clothes, like short shorts and like all this kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And to me, it's just like it's weird, and like their maturity level is like a whole different thing. That's why I said like,
Yeah.
oh, if I start dating, three forms of identification.
Yeah, and that's why I also kinda like online dating, especially over, like, it starts off like, you start talking in, like, Discord, which they say their age, they type out their age, then you have that evidence.
Mm. Honestly, I how you said that, I thought you were gonna be put on fucking blast because like I'm explaining the age,
What?
and then you said that's what I like about online dating. I thought you were gonna go down the line. Like it
Oh.
almost sounds like, oh, so you don't know their age.
No, 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 no. The good thing about online dating is that if they lie about their age,
Mm,
that they can type it out, they can type out their quote unquote age,
mm.
and you now have that evidence. And if they lied about their age and told it to you, you now have that evidence saying they said that their age is this.
But the problem is under a core law, like how I said with the guy, he had evidence that she lied about her age. He still got fucked.
What if he had evidence? Then why?
He still got fucked. I don't know. Because you still
They
did a
should like,
bad thing. Like,
but it wasn't your fault though.
here they expect like it's almost like they expect you to like be like, okay, before we have sex, open up your wallet and give me three forms of ID. Okay, you good? Wait, let me check by the year. Okay, this many years. Okay, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're 18. All right, let's go. Like that's what they expect you to do.
Yeah, but like that's it shouldn't be like that. If you have evidence saying that they lied about their age, then they should be held accountable for it.
Mm,
I wouldn't say really jail time, but at least some consequence
mm,
for them lying about their age. It's also about another thing I'm not gonna talk about on here, but I will talk to you after.
mm.
Some false, accusations.
Yeah, that's a whole
But
different kind of beans. But
yeah, a whole different. But like, yeah, if you have evidence saying that they lied, then they should have consequences,
mm. I
not
mean,
you.
I mean, I do agree. Like, or just keep it like a stalemate, like nothing happens, at least.
Yeah.
Like just
Well,
just just a
I
stalemate.
wouldn't say nothing would happen because you should have some sort of like form of consequence if you
Yeah,
lied about
but
your age.
like if it's just like 50-50, I personally just say like bygone be bygone type of thing,
Yeah.
and just never ever talk to the person ever again. Like
Yeah.
if no one had like if it's either like the older person has to get in trouble or no one gets in trouble, fuck, I'll take no one gets in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Cause like the
I
problem is
agree with that.
there's no charge for lying about like your age unless it's like getting to like a bar
Yeah.
or like there's an age requirement. But
Yeah. Yeah.
also the backside of that though is that company will get sued, possibly.
For what? For what? You were
So
muffled.
so okay. So like if I don't know, someone young brings in a fake ID to like a bar, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, they can get in trouble for it, but there's like no charge for it. But that building could get sued for it.
What?
Yeah,
What?
because it's their job to find
Uh,
that ID.
uh, and some of them have really convincing ones too
Mm,
that look so real.
mm.
Like,
Like,
there should
can
always
we
be
go
some
back to
consequence.
like allowing to like you to like spank your kid?
Yeah,
like
in public so we can laugh.
I mean, a lot of people will probably get mad about that because child abuse and all that shit.
It's
But
discipline.
yeah, but a lot of people like argue that like hitting your child, yada yada yada. Like I don't know,
I
like
wouldn't say you're like beating them up. I would
y-
say, yeah, that's child abuse, but like, a
like
discipline
one
level.
quick spanking or something. Like because
Yeah,
here
yeah,
like here I'll be 100% honest. Like a lot of people don't agree with me on this, but like I feel like a spanking every so often it's kind of good because like words can only get so far, and like
yeah.
taking stuff away can only get so far.
Mhm.
But like in my case, anyways, like was I spanked? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I came out all right. I feel like I have more respect for like higher ups. You know,
Mhm.
like I know a lot of people are gonna be so mad about that and probably gonna be
Oh, well.
very upset about it. But that's
Oh,
just my
well.
honest opinion. Like I'm not talking like beat up your kid, like smack him with a tire iron, like fucking like what's it called, like braid them, like you put like a piece of metal like that's hot and you I forget what it's
Brand?
called. Brand, yeah.
Brand you brand them?
Like definitely not something like that, but like a quick
Yeah.
fucking spanking, like I don't know, like
Yeah, if they're, like,
especially
being
kids
bad.
nowadays.
Yeah, if
Like,
they're, like, being bad.
well, it's just because like I see kids just like they run so rampant, and like parents try to punish them, and like nothing works.
Like,
Even like
"No Fortnite for 2 days." Like,
yeah,
really?
and just like stuff like that. Like I don't know. It's just like I definitely grew up with that, and like I just have more just general respect, I guess, to a
Yeah,
certain degree.
yeah. Yeah, me too.
And like it set me straight. It set me all right.
Oh, me
So,
too. I'm chilling.
but of course, like anything like above like a quick spanking or like a slap on the wrist or anything like that, like that's not cool. That is 100% not cool.
Yeah. Like, if you're, like, like, rocking them, then
Yeah, or like
then
anything or like verbally like berating them.
yeah,
Like I'm not cool with that either.
yeah, I wouldn't say that's okay.
Yeah, like
Maybe,
like
like
like there is a line to it. There's
mhm,
definitely a line. Of course, everyone's
yeah,
line moves, but like
mhm,
that's just my personal line personally.
yeah,
Because like, well, brain your kid, right? Like it fucks them up psychologically. Because like
yeah,
your brain's still developing, and like that shit, it can hurt like you psychologically, and also you are taught that that is the proper way, you know.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I don't know. I just think about that like every so often. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm old, but I'm just like, fuck, you need a
Not
spanking or
that
some
old.
shit. I'm 24. Like comparing to like some kids I see who are like like 12 to 14, I'm just like, fuck, you need to be spanked. Like real fucking talk. You need to be
Yeah,
fucking spanked.
you need to be disciplined.
Mm.
Like, oh god. You wanna talk a little bit more? You wanna wrap up? Hour and 12.
Mm. Mm. I mean, pretty much we just like covered quite a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's quite funny because we went like two main topics and like how many subtopics on top of that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh well.
it's a fucking podcast. Fuck it.
Yeah, finally you're saying it
Well, like I said,
after 3 episodes.
okay, well,
After 3.
I started asking people like, how they feel about like, do they want like stern topics? Do they like off the cuff? Do they like off the cuff wit topics, umbrella topics? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, we
Uh,
could, we're mixing it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't like stern topics, and like I thought that's what people would like, but that's not the case. So,
Boo-hoo.
but no, that was the way that I was. Like that's how I wanted to run the podcast was like stern topics, stay on topic. But no,
Oh,
a lot of
that doesn't
people.
sound that fun.
Well, it's just like that's what I would say. Like some podcasts would do. So,
Boring ones.
but some people like off the cuff or either off the cuff with topics, off the cuff in general, or
Mhm.
umbrella topics.
What are umbrella topics?
So pretty much you have like the main topic at hand, but it
Mhm.
can lead to many different other topics.
Oh,
Like how we talk like the VR, like Dane in VR. We talked about the Dane app and like that kind of stuff.
yeah. Then we talked about people lying about their age.
Yes.
Alright. You wanna do outro?
Yeah. And honestly, real talk though,
Okay.
it's actually kind of funny.
Huh.
Like we really gotta start uploading on like better dates, cause like,
You mean recording?
yeah, recording because, and this is sort of like a little promotion. Episodes on Anchor and Spotify are on Monday. Episodes on YouTube are uploaded on Wednesday. They're premieres, so you can watch them live or you can watch them later.
Yeah.
We fucking for the last 2 weeks we wait until we record on fucking Sunday
Yeah.
for the last 2 fucking weeks because
I'm waiting for the day we do it on Monday.
it's just like it makes it worse because like she gets off like she's off work on like Mondays and Tuesdays, but she gets off at like what 7 a.m. something like that.
I get home around 8 a.m.
Yeah, and then I tell her, oh, get something to eat, relax for like an hour, and then we'll start recording.
Yeah.
So literally no joke. This episode is gonna be uploaded in like 3 hours on Anchor and Spotify. Oh wait, no, today's Sunday. I'm stupid.
Yeah, today's Sunday.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the day we record on Monday.
No, that's gonna be hard because I'm gonna have to fucking upload it in a matter of 3 hours.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever. But Wednesday, like for YouTube, it doesn't matter because like, oh, okay, I'll set a premiere for this
Yeah.
day. Yada yada yada.
Yeah. And we
But
could be a day late
yeah,
for uploading.
yeah, true. But a lot of you guys are not watching on Anchor, so if you guys want to
Yeah.
watch on Anchor or Spotify, it's there.
Yeah.
And then also it's a video podcast, so you can watch a video podcast on Spotify. It's a thing now. You can do
Oh,
that.
did you do that?
Yeah, I've done it for episode 2 and 3.
Oh, I haven't watched episode 2 yet.
Oh,
Or
well,
listened.
well, there you go. Yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing that for Spotify. So cool. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed more of the off the cuff type of podcast. Honestly, I
Yeah.
definitely had a lot more fun with it in general.
Yeah.
So
You should stop complaining about it so we can do it more.
nah, it's gonna be a running trend for like every single episode.
Yeah.
I'm
Good.
gonna complain about it every single episode.
Oh, not good.
It's gonna be the trend.
We're
Well,
gonna
hey,
have
you know I
an
never got
argument.
to do it. Damn, I gotta stay on topic. There you go. Right before the outro. But hopefully you guys
I'm not
enjoy.
gonna say that.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. And
Download on Spotify
yes, download on Spotify.
and yes. Like and subscribe and comment on the YouTubes.
Hey, you got it. You're starting to get it down.
2 Ubes.
Yes. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm here. You know what? Maybe we should start doing this in reverse because it's Stellan and Krevzz. So
I'm Stella.
I'm Krevzz, and hopefully you guys enjoy the episode.
This has been the podcast.
Yes. Pieces au revoir.
Ew. I'm gonna stop recording.